Hello, welcome back to Picture Perfect Greek, and today we have a word that is a little difficult to explain. We will have some of those over these 24 days, because I want to bring you also some words that are perhaps a little difficult to understand, that are typical for Greece but don't exist in other languages, and one of them is leventis. Now, leventis comes from Levant, and Levant is an old word used for the Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean, North Africa, this kind of place where Greeks and Turks and Egyptians come from. But to be a leventis is a very special term in Greek, and it has removed itself from this original meaning. It is now a huge compliment. A leventis is the ideal Greek man. He is brave, but he's not just brave, but also honorable and generous, straightforward, and carries himself with a certain pride and physical grace. The word, as I said, originates from the Venetian Levante, which means the East, referring to soldiers from the East. It embodies a spirit of courage, integrity, and a refusal to bow to hardship. It can be used to describe a national hero, a dignified old man, or a young man who shows great character. Sometimes it's also used affectionately where it is not earned. For example, you can call a child, a male child, a leventis, so that he feels good about being taken seriously, or it is a kind of compliment. But generally, it's a rare compliment. You wouldn't give it to anyone. People have to earn this. And to call a man a leventis means to praise his entire being, his spirit, his actions, his presence. A true leventis would never ganit in papia, to remember yesterday's entry. He would never play dumb. He faces challenges head on. He is brave. He deals with problems in the way of a strong man. Here's an example of how this works. Think of your grandfather who worked hard his whole life. He faced wars and poverty, yet never lost his dignity and his generosity. He stands tall, looks you in the eye, and speaks the truth. This is a leventis. Or think of a young man who helps an elderly person cross the street without a second thought, not for praise, but because it's the right thing to do. When a Greek mother looks at her child and calls him affectionately levendimou, she is wishing for him a life filled with all these virtues and a noble spirit. Some more examples of the usage of this. Οι ήρωες του 1821, the heroes of 1821, which was the Greek Revolution, ήταν πραγματικά λεβέντες. They were true leventis, true heroes, strong young men. Παρά την αρρώστια του, despite his illness, παραμένει leventis. He is still a leventis και δεν παραπονιέται ποτέ, and he's never complaining. And this was our word for today, leventis. We should all aspire to be that, I guess. And I will see you again tomorrow with another typical Greek expression that you should learn in order to perfect your Greek. Thank you and goodbye.